Hey, thank you for tuning in. It's me, your host, Burudi Rudi Mwonyonyi, and today I want to talk about this is episode 7. Today I want to talk about how to survive and thrive, what I'm personally doing, and how to save some money, how to save some money during these tough times. So, being in the car industry for 4 years, it kind of helped me understand money a little bit better because you're working on straight commission. No, you're not working on straight commission, but you're working on commission, and I did well. I did better than most, but some months were better than other months. So something that worked well for me that I want to share with you guys is that I used to automate how I got paid. Meaning when I got my paycheck, portion of my paycheck went to retirement. Portion of it was already pre divvied out to pay credit card bills. Another portion of it was already prepaid to take care of electric, rent, my required bills. Another portion was I had a dream account. You know, things that I dream about, things that I want to accomplish in life. Another account I had was a fun account. So automatically when I got paid, there'll be a little bit of money for a fun account. Now, that fun may be buy a new suit, buy something nice for myself, or whatever it may be. That was a fun account. And the purpose of you doing this is that way in the beginning of the month, you already know how much you need to make. Your money's already being divvied out, and it kind of gives you a little bit more. It gives you more time to focus at work, with your family, building your brand, or doing whatever you want with your free time. God forbid if you're watching. I don't think none of you immediately watching this today or tomorrow, or running to cash your check, or you physically get checks and cash them. But if you do, you should stop it because you're wasting so much time going in your car, driving down here, driving to a bank, cashing it, blah 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 blah. That can all be automated. Think about how much time you may spend think about how much time you may spend on the phone paying a cable bill or paying a credit card bill, waiting on hold, especially nowadays with everything with this pandemic that's going on. A lot of these telecommunication companies have downsized, so you're waiting even on hold longer to talk to someone. So now's a better time than any to automate everything. So that way in the beginning of the month, you already know I need to clear $3,700, and before day one of month starts, you know how much you need to clear. You know where the money's already. You already have it wired coming out of your bank to pay these bills, to pay this, go to your retirement, do whatever, and it kind of holds your feet to the fire to A, make that money, B, make a little bit more money than that, and C, it's being responsible. It's being responsible. And if you do that, if you start saving money that way, you'll look back 3 months from now and be like, wow, I got $2,000 in this little fun account. Wow. I have $4,000 in this dream account. I'm going to go to Cardone's event, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to buy a suit, whatever you're going to do. So that money, that money adds up. So that's a way for a while that, I've always been able to save a little bit of money. And I read that there was a book that I read by a guy named David Bach, where I got that from. So it works. It's not something that I just pulled out of my head. I read a book about that whole entire theory, so it definitely works. Also, if you're blessed, I'm fortunate enough. I'm blessed to be working. I'm working from home at the moment, and I had to check myself the other day. I had to check I need to become the star employee. I need to become the star employee. You need to become the star employee. You don't need to, it's not a time to complain. It's not a time to whine. It's a time to kind of just suck it up for a while, as long as you can. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh, okay, you're gonna pay me this much. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll do that too. We're in the time where it's kind of yeah, because it's slim pickings as of right now. So if you're fortunate to be working and you have a job, You may have to work a little bit harder, because management, upper management, think about this. There's 20 million people that filed for unemployment. So that's 20 million people. That's a huge number. 20 million people that have filed for unemployment. So the whole country's shut down. So that means people aren't spending. A lot of businesses are shut down. People aren't just spending the way they are. So if you're working and your company's afloat, you're blessed right now. You should be looking at that as a privilege. You should be grateful and thankful. And every day when you show up to work, you should have that type of attitude. You should have that type of demeanor about yourself. And upper management, every company right now, they don't want to be overweight. They want to hire and keep the best of the best. They want to keep the producers. If you're not producing and if you can't generate revenue, your company in normal times might have kept you around, but in these times, they can't keep you around. So it's not to add extra pressure on yourself. Pressure is a privilege, but you need to produce. You need to produce. All right. So that's some little advice to you on that. That's some little advice, whether it's slow at your place of business, whether it's scary, whether you're uncertain if your business is shutting down. Well, don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. Okay. And if you're not working right now, there's a website. It's called Fiverr, Fiverr, Fiverr.com. And this website, you could do a lot of freelance stuff. I know you guys are all talented, or you guys, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you have a niece, a nephew, a cousin that you can share this video or give this information to. But Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Whether it's writing resumes, whether it's just writing content, blogging for someone about a topic, whether it's editing pictures, whether it's doing some type of video editing. I can go on and on and on, but there's so many ways you can get paid, and you can post that you offer these services, and that can give you some little bit of money. But your job right now is to find a job if you don't have a job. So that's surviving. Automate your money. It's a smart thing to do. It's how you can save money quick. And to save money, you have to make money and act broke, and don't spend money on stupid stuff. If you don't really need it, anyways, that's a whole nother conversation at itself. But and then the surviving part, everything's on sale right now. Like, so if you're fortunate, you're well to do, you have a little bit of money. Everything's on sale. Stocks are on sale. Everything is on sale right now. So you can buy everything. You can buy everything and anything that you want right now on sale, on a deep discount. But if I don't know when this whole pandemic thing's gonna end. I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know when it's gonna end. But I do know for a fact that it will end. And when it ends, everything's gonna be on sale, because everything is going to be on sale. Everything you could possibly think of is going to be on sale. Everything's on sale right now, but everything's going to be on sale. And you want to be able to pivot or have a little bit of cash to do whatever you want when the world comes back, when the world reopens, to invest, to make a move. You want to have that little cash. So in these next 6 months or next 3 months or the next year, any form of normalcy, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think January, to be honest, I think January. But yeah, that's that. Just my little 2 cents. What I'm thinking. Survive and thrive. Be appreciative where you're working. Show up. Do your job. Don't complain. Save your money. Act broke. Automate your money. And wait. Everything's on sale right now. Come up with a game plan. How you're going to spend all that money. How you're going to double that money. How you're going to flip that money. That's the thriving part, but you can't thrive unless you have the cash, unless you have the dough. Yeah. Anyways, I'll remind you guys how to stunt. I'll teach you guys how to stunt. The wave is coming.